Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Get Deep, where we are getting so deep with the celebrities and artists that you love. Today on our episode, we have special guest Scott Gardner, and I could not be more excited.
I love you.
Say hi.
Hi.
So we're gonna get so deep, baby. Are you ready for this? I mean, like, how long have we known each other?
Too long.
Maybe since like 16 or something. I don't know.
You were a baby when because we first met. We first started talking online.
Yeah.
I think you just probably got to
So
me.
then I was 17.
There you go.
Yeah. Scott, I just want to tell you guys, we're going to let Scott tell you who he is, but I just want to tell you guys on a personal level who Scott is. He is an absolutely amazing model. He is one of the original models from back in the day that has done Polo, Ralph Lauren, all of the major brands, and has an incredible story, and is also somebody who was an openly gay model, or is an openly gay model as well. And I can tell you from my own perspective that is very hard.
Yeah.
But I just want to tell you how proud I am of you and how far you've come and everything before we get
I'm so proud of you.
deep.
I'm like, look at this. This is so exciting.
I know, it's so cool, right?
Yeah.
It's like, baby, I made it. We're finally here. I made it. Yes. Another manifestation unlocked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when we love that. So, oh, gosh, there's so much that can be covered.
I know. I'm like, oh, what is he gonna ask?
Oh my God. Well, you know the world is dying to know
Oh God, what?
about your dating life.
I'm single.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm really enjoying it. I haven't been single in a long time. I was in a really long relationship and then a relationship before that. So this is the first time that I've been single in a long time, and it's kind of scary, but like really exciting.
Yeah. As it can be, any big change in life is pretty scary, which I mean, we all go through challenges like that. But I also saw about your new song that just came out that has 1.5 million streams.
I'm so excited.
What's the name of it for everyone?
Do Something Great and Unstoppable.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
awesome. And why did you write that song?
Well, actually, I am a singer-songwriter. I write all my music except for these two songs. I met a really amazing publishing lawyer, and he wanted me to sing his songs. He wrote them for me after the first time we met, and he was asking me about my story, and then he was like, I have to write you this song. And so he wrote Unstoppable first. And it's just about like my journey and like not letting people tell you that you can't do, like you can't do this, you can't do that. And then we defy the odds and we do it.
Yeah, and where does that stem from? Like what like really drove you to write that? And like, what do you mean by people telling you you can't do this and can't do that?
I think that when I was really young, like I lost my mom at a really young age of suicide when I was 21. And that kind of woke me up and made me realize like how short life was. And she was the one that I really wanted to do music, but she really wanted me to do modeling. And sorry, I'm getting out.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I just haven't talked about this in a while. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
And so that really drove me to just go after life and like try to do things that people said I couldn't do. Like I had people telling me that I wouldn't do modeling, that I would probably not make it. I had people tell me that I couldn't sing, that I could never write a song. And to achieve those goals means a lot to me. And I'm so grateful to be here with like one of my best friends and being able to share it and my story, because a lot of people don't know my story and they just see a picture and they assume, sometimes the worst, and they build me into a character that's not me.
Right, because you're perfect, right? You're beautiful. So what can you go through in life? No, but I mean, that's
but
what people think
expect.
on the
Yeah,
outside.
yeah.
And it's really unfortunate. I've covered this in a few episodes. It's like, people just, it's funny what the world does. And I've covered this in my episode with Brita Filter. I was like, what's crazy is is how people just pin you to be whatever you look like,
Right.
and then that's who you are. But it's like, that isn't who you are. And then when you get in the spotlight, they put you in a corner and they're like, well, you chose this.
Right.
It's like,
And
right.
you know, part
but
of
we didn't
me-
choose it for the haters. We chose it to
No,
help others and to inspire
exactly.
young people.
And sometimes I think that the way that society works, and when we started, we were so young. I mean, you were like, what, 15?
Mhm.
And I was like 19 when I started modeling. So like, you get into this mindset of like, you want to make change and you want to be, you know, one of the first openly gay or fluid, models. And, but it's hard because there's a lot of pressure. And so with that pressure becomes, you want to people please, you want to make everyone else happy. And sometimes we get a little bit lost in that.
Oh, for sure. I
And-
was stuck in that for years.
Yeah.
You were stuck in it for years as well, I believe.
It's just but it comes to a time where you have to realize that you have to be your most authentic self, because you cannot please everybody. And when you're being, behind the mask of the model or the actor or whatever, the character, I feel like it you can get lost. But it's really important to find yourself, know yourself, and to say, people are going to say things about me, whatever I do.
Yeah, that's kind of like the crazy part, right? Like we kind of like, I would like to go into a new topic from this topic and talk about how, we had our online persona as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and this was at the time where you could create a persona online. It was the beginning of Instagram, right?
It was, it's really crazy because growing up, I was always, I was really close to my sister, and I had a lot of girlfriends at school. I think because like my lashes and everything, I think that like sometimes it was different back then. Like it's for to be gay or to be different or to be queer, you know what I mean? It wasn't as accepting when I was a kid. So I naturally, was bullied really, really bad. And I had to switch schools like 3 times because I was bullied so bad. But I always had girlfriends. So naturally, like I became a little bit more feminine, and which was cool. But like people just like treated me bad for it. So when I got to LA, excuse me, when I got to LA, I was able to create a persona through modeling. When I got signed to Next, I was so excited, and I was working with this photographer, and he was like, let's give them what they want. Let's mask it up. Let's like do the whole like angry, like, you know what I mean, look, instead of like, because naturally I'm just like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, as you know,
you are.
And so like when people see those pictures, sometimes they're like, a lot of times people are like, oh, you're not like I thought you'd be. And like, you're just like way more bubbly. And when I'm being my most authentic, comfortable self. And so I created the Scott Gardner kind of image of the brute and all that, because it was like the masculine side of me that I was pulling out, that I thought that I had to be. And the little boy in me, Scott, was like wanting to feel protected, but at the same time, like I wanted to make my mom happy with modeling and like prove, that like
make her proud.
Yeah. And so that was like the biggest goal. And I think that I was running for so long, trying to avoid what happened, because I moved to LA right after she died, like right after. Wow. And to distract myself. And so it was like making that persona made me feel safe. But then when I would go to events and stuff, I would be so nervous. And when I would go to castings, I would be terrified because I was so scared that they were gonna like, no, like, like you're who that character is like not really who you are or something. And so I was kind of struggling with
especially being gay. Like that's
and
scary
honestly,
back then. Like literally our agents used to tell us, you cannot be gay. Like you cannot post that you're at a gay bar. You cannot go to gay bars. You cannot be you, basically. And
my agent told me, he was like, I remember he called me in the office one day and I got a new agent. My booker left and went to San Francisco, and I was so sad because, as you know, like when modeling, like it's all about the booker. Like if they love you, they will push you. If
Yeah,
not, you'll just sit on a
100%.
board. And so like when he left, I was so sad, and I got a new booker, and he called me in, and I was like really excited to meet him, but I was nervous. And he was like, "Don't cross your legs like that when you sit down, and stop using your wrist so much when you talk." And he was like, "And this voice up here, like bring it down." And I, like all this stuff, and just making me feel so insecure and bringing me back to that childhood fear of like
Being bullied and made fun of and everything.
And I
can
carried that
relate.
with me to castings, and like there were times where like most of the time when I would go to castings like that, people feel that energy. And why were they going to choose me as the model to represent their brand when they sense this
That it's
energy
fake.
that
It's not real. It's not who you are.
Exactly.
They want you, you know?
So the times that I would book all my jobs is when sometimes I would just go in there and not care. Like I would just go in there and be like, not that I don't care about the job. I don't care so much about the approval. I'm here. I want to shoot. I want to work. I want to be happy. But I'm not here to, once I started realizing I'm not here to please everybody, I started booking more. I started being more happy. I started,
Yeah. I 100%, because that's like the reality of it. Like it's an art form, but it's only an art form if you are who you are.
Yeah.
And you can only help people if you are who you are. I mean, I literally got dropped from agencies because they did the same thing that you're telling me now, talking, because I have a very effeminate voice, right? And I also am going to live my truth. I mean, I literally escaped Florida so I could come to New York at 17 years old on my own so I could live my truth, right? And then I'm sitting there in a meeting with the entire board of the agency telling me that I'm not allowed to be myself. They literally used my account to fly my mother agent in and my mother to tell me that I'm not allowed to be myself. And I was like, you know what? I don't need this. And when you choose you, and I'm sure you've started noticing this or have always noticed this, is that when you choose you, everything falls into place. That moment we go back to that scared little boy that we were is when things start falling apart or don't work out, because we're not living our authentic truth, and we're meant to share our story with the world, and we're meant to help others. And I know you've helped probably thousands, if not millions, of young gay men through your social media and living your truth and sharing your story. And even like, if it's okay with you, just like talk about it. Like one of your relationships was with somebody older, if not more. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know one in particular, and I just feel like you probably inspired so many people that are just genuinely attracted and into older men at a younger age, because I was one of them. You know what I mean? Maybe I still am. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, I honestly get really turned on when somebody can stimulate me and teach me something.
Right.
I think when I was really young, I was a little bit more service. Like I just was like, oh my God, they're hot. You know what I mean? And but then I went through relationships where that was not enough. Like, you know what I mean? Like they were not in depth, or they were shallow, or they were, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of good looking people, like obviously, like that have all that, but I just felt like
well, you
older
want somebody
men
that has their
me,
life together.
Yeah. And older men for me, just, I feel like teach me a lot, like stimulate me a lot. Like I'm really drawn to that. And then when I'm pulled into that, I don't really see how old they are or their weight or whatever that is. I'm just turned on by intellectual like conversation.
Right. And that goes back to like what the world sees and how the world judges, right?
Oh my gosh. I remember when I first got with a previous partner that was older, and I woke up and my phone was blowing up, and everyone was like, "Did you see it? Did you see it?" And I was like, "Did I see what?" And they were like, "The meme." And I was like, "What meme?" And there was like a meme making fun of me for being with someone older, and it got like 1 million something like retweets or something. And I was like,
yeah, I mean, that photo went viral.
I was like, I worked so hard to be like a good example, and I made choices to try to put the community like first and like be an example, and then for them to certain people to just take that, tear me down, I was really hurt because I was like, but then I realized like those are not my supporters.
Right.
Those are people that obviously I don't know and don't support me. So I can't focus on the negative. I have to focus on the positive, and I have to focus on the people who do support me. And that's what's important, you know, is where I'm putting my energy. And
sometimes that takes forever to figure out, you know, like, and it's always a roller coaster. Like we can think that we have that figured out, and that being that it's about putting your energy into those that put their energy into you. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we feel like we have that figured out, and we can also lose that with people as well. But it's like about that ever evolving self. And I feel like that's what if you don't mind me saying, we were blessed to live so much life so young that like now at 30 or in our early 30s, like we're able to like truly just like have a little bit of life figured out, even though there may have been times where we felt like maybe we're done,
here
you
to
know,
learn.
But,
so we're here to like fall down and get back up.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like,
and every time we've fallen, what has happened? We've gotten back up,
right back up,
even stronger.
Amen.
And it's always turned out so beautiful. And I think that's like a huge message I want anybody that's young that's watching this out there, or even not even young, maybe like our age or older. Like, it's so important to just know that anytime that you're down, when you do take the courage and take the step to get back up, like it's going to be so much better, like so much better.
Well,
and I promise that.
And then great things happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
like,
crazy.
Like you're saying, like, it's like you fall down, and then when you do get back up, it's like you feel 2 inches taller.
And like in our industry, or like being in the public eye, it's like that much harder when you do fall down. Like you're not allowed to fall down in public, because then all of a sudden you're a mess all the time.
Right.
Or like you're not allowed to be like drunk in public one time, because all of a sudden then you're a drunk all the time, because like people watch you, and people like they feel like they're always seeing you, right? Do you feel like that? People feel like they
know you
because they watch our stories every day, all day, so they feel like they're with us all the time,
right?
But which we're grateful for too. But like that is something else I want to talk about. Do you feel like there's a huge disconnect with people, and like them not realizing that we don't actually I mean, we want you to feel like you are our friend because you are our friend.
Right.
But then in actuality, like there is a separation between the phone screen and us,
right?
You know, who we are as humans. And when we're just going about our regular stuff or day to day, it's like we need that space to be a human being as well.
Well, it's like, let me share what I want to share, and then respect who like me behind when I'm doing me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
your privacy.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Because not every waking moment of every day needs to be shared with the world.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm only just learning that. I feel like I've spent the last 15 years of having social media fame just sharing every single thing that I do. And that in turn has allowed people to truly think that they know everything about me.
Right.
And they don't know who I truly am outside of the phone and the camera, you know?
Right.
And
well, we've also been conditioned on social media to kind of just show the perfect side.
Right.
So I think it's becoming more popular now to be real, to be honest,
Absolutely.
To share your, if you have mental health, to stand up for something. You know, it's changing, and I'm excited for that change.
Me too. I mean, I feel like
because
I've been trying to do it forever.
Right.
And like, it was so taboo. And like, just remember it being taboo. And I would explain to people, like, I would get DMs from people telling me, like, I didn't commit suicide because of you today.
Oh, wow.
From my post. And no one believed in that back then. They were like, this is just like being rich in Monopoly money. This doesn't matter. But I was like genuinely impacting lives. And I found my purpose. And I wanted to continue that. But like agents at the time, they were like, you don't need to be sharing sharing all of that online. If you want to be a real model, don't do this,
Right.
you know? And then it was like, I did go away from that. And I was like, you know what? I am myself. At 24, I published It's Not Really Ken because I wanted to truly share my real story, you know, like, and this is what really happened.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of people, and there are people that do it, but it's like not their true story. It's like a PR version of their true story. And everybody's like, but this is my real story. And then you read the book and you're like,
No, it's not.
no, it's not. This a PR person was on top of this, you know? And I think that's what's great about us. And like, even you, like, you've shared your truth. We get that opportunity to do that with our platform, and that's something to be grateful for.
I think one thing that it's hard for me I'll post something and then I'll delete it because I second guess myself.
Yeah.
Or I'm scared to share something, or going back to that brand or that image.
This doesn't have enough views.
Or just like, this isn't the image that I created that everyone wanted. Now I'm trying to be more authentic, and I'm scared that like that's not going to be good enough, and that is me being myself.
But you're allowed to be you in this moment. Like, everyone is allowed to be themselves in this moment. And I want to stress that to all of like everybody that's a creator or artist out there, or even just on your day to day. Like, you're allowed to be you in your own skin in any moment at any time, and you're allowed to reinvent yourself. You're allowed to grow. You know, people that want to box you in are people that have their own trauma that they have not worked on themselves, and they're putting that on you. So it's like, we just gotta be, girl. I'm like, I'm talking to myself right now too, because I need to just be.
Yeah, no, it's tricky. I mean, even like I have a relationship with God, and like I'm a very faithful person. Like, I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be perfect, but for me, that sometimes is people don't understand that, and so that can be tricky at times, but I have to continue to like be strong to who I am and my faith, and no matter what people say, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's a beautiful thing to have. I discussed this in one of the episodes where I was talking about faith. Like, it's important to find faith, and sometimes you lose it, sometimes you gain a new one, you have a different higher power, but like, having faith is everything, and finding your purpose is so very important. And I mean, that's not like coming from me just as like, oh, this is coming out of my booty. This is me, like, this is me just being like, from like years of therapy and like many doctors. Like, those are the two most important things that I remember or take from all of those, is just like, it's important to have a higher power, and it's important to have a purpose. I mean, some of us are lucky and we find our purpose super young, but because of the world, that purpose may not seem like our purpose because of whatever everybody else is telling us. But when you find what truly makes you happy that helps others, is when you finally find happiness within yourself. When you stop judging other people, when you stop hating on other people, and when you
give back.
Give back. And that's the most important thing. And I feel like we're losing that as humanity, and it's really scary.
Right. I think that we just have to continue to be, because of people like us, we have a platform. So I think the most important part is to understand that we have to be responsible with that, and try to be ourselves always, but also at the same time lead by example. And I think that's very just that I feel like we're so blessed because we have that opportunity, and just you doing this is going to inspire so many people.
We are privileged and blessed.
Yeah.
Like, that's something I want to stress too. Like, I don't ever take that for granted. And I know you don't either.
Yeah.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Sisters.
So, sisters, one another, mister. So I just wanted to give the opportunity too for you to tell us a little bit more about the projects that you're currently working on and where you are in life.
So I'm really excited. Obviously, I told you how I'm working with that music lawyer, and we're doing those songs. And so I'm working on my own EP. I've been working on it for over a year, and I'm actually recording tonight a new song. So I have like 8 new songs that I've never released, and I'm really, really excited about it. I'm really looking forward to it. I also just got offered a contract to go to Korea for 3 months for modeling.
Awesome.
So I just got it last night, and I'm like reviewing everything, and I'm really excited about that. I've never been to Korea, so
That would be amazing.
yeah, like I'm like,
Well, you are the perfect little doll.
I'm
so
like,
you're a doll. They're gonna
coming
love
from
you
you.
there. No, but you truly is. I don't know if you guys have never seen Scott in IRL. Like Scott is genuinely like a doll. You're just like, oh my god, like look at this walking doll. Like what's going on here? And all natural too.
I love
So it's amazing. I just think you're awesome. I'm a fan. So
Girl, me too.
thanks, boo boo.
You know.
But so you got the contract from Korea. You have a new album coming out. Do you have any kind of release date?
That's what I'm going over tonight with my producers. We're going to talk about like promo and release and like all that stuff. And I've been like waiting for over a year to do this. I'm so excited to share like my music and my new sound, because I've opened for Lizzo and Zara Larsson and iHeartRadio Jingle Ball, and like, but those songs were very, like I wrote them, and they were, but the way that they were produced, that where I was at that time was just very like, I wanted to do something for my nieces and nephews and like family oriented stuff. And not that my new music is not family oriented, but it's a little bit more mature. Like it's a little bit more, you know what I mean? Yeah. And so like, but I feel like that's where I'm at now. And so I'm growing and evolving, and I'm really excited to share that new chapter, and through a different kind of expression, because modeling was a cool way of expressing a side of myself. This is a new way of expressing a side of myself, but this is the way that I've wanted to share it since I was 8 years old. Like doing choir and vocal coaching and all that since I was 8, like, and then going into cheer and dance and all this stuff, because I knew that someday if I wanted to perform, I had to practice. So I did that for 7 years. And then I was like, I have to get to LA. Like I have to. So I was like, how am I going to get to LA? Like I joined a cheer team, and I started competing in competitions, and that got me to Southern California. And then from there, the owner of the gym actually was like, hey, would you want to be on Disney Channel? And I was like, yeah.
Right.
And so she was like, it was great. I was like a cheerleader on Shake It Up with Zendaya and Bella Thorne. I was so excited. That was my first job. And I was like, this is what I gotta keep going. Like, I gotta work. Like,
he was a Disney Channel kid. We could get deeper into that, but we only got a little time left. I honestly think it's amazing that you have done just like, and that's the thing, like as an artist, everything is a platform to get to the next destination, right? And it's like the destination is truly to inspire other people, but also like you have to get there. Like you have to swerve, curve, and go all around the bushes to get where you want to be. It's not easy. Yeah. It looks like it's easy from the outside because people only see you when they see you, when you're pushed to them. So it's like a tricky thing, because people are like, oh, this person just came out. Like, no, girl, this person's been around for a long time and doing all the hard work and putting in the time,
dodging all
effort.
The bullets.
I know, that's right. Okay. Wait, I don't know if I can say that. I think that might be copywritten, but I'm just kidding. But I'm honored to have you here, Scott, and honestly, like, you inspire me, and I'm just so proud of where you are today, because it's crazy when you know somebody for so long, like, you know all the different things they've been through in life, and I'm really proud of you
so well. And I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you too. Like this is like what you dreamed. Like, you know what I mean?
No, like, it's like we're actually here. Like, it's even wild that the studio literally looks like the dream that I imagined, which I can credit my amazing team at Cove Media for. That's like awesome. Finding the studio. It was like perfect.
Yeah.
But do you have any last words?
I love you.
I love you too, baby. Thank you all for coming to Let's Get Deep podcast, and listening to Let's Get Deep podcast. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share to Facebook, share to Instagram, share the link in bio, share to your DMs, share to all your text contacts, text a link to everyone, and all the different things. Oh, also save it.